quite early in the morning. It's almost 8 o'clock and I'm going to be heading to lectures very soon, but I thought I should show you what I'm wearing. So as you can see, my trousers. Yeah, I made a weird emphasis on the trousers, but these are grey trousers that I bought a while back. Well, I didn't buy them, you know who did, mama. And these amazing shoes, they're very glittery. I think they're really nice. Can you see them? Yeah, quite nice. And then of course my hair, it's red, fireness and all that. And then my black top. You know, I'm gonna have to start keeping record of where I actually got these from. I know my mum bought them for me, but we're gonna find out specifically where. I'm gonna start looking at the tags. Yeah, okay, cool. But anyway, I have a few things to do today. A few things I've got to do today in particular are I have a lecture at 9, which is for cellular pathology. I think you can hear my kettle. My kettle's on. I have to make my tea, like, obviously. Yeah, so I have that in the morning, and then I have a little bit of a break, and then I have to go back in for human tissue cultures. But I also need to print out some lectures, so I'm going to do that, print them out on slides, and then I'll head off to lectures, come back home, and then I'm pretty much done for the day after that human tissue culture session. So I'll be done around like 3 today, so cool. So I just finished my last lecture a minute ago, which was cellular pathology. So I ate some food because I have to go back in for human tissue culture training. Anyway, so I've got to do that, and then I get to come home, which is great. So I want to do some revision work first for that training session that I have, so at least then I can be able to be like, okay, I know what I'm doing today. You know, it's important to do so. So I'm hopefully trying to like get more work done on my literature review and also clinical immunology, because the exam is literally this week. I'm gonna do that right now. Oh, I forgot to mention, you notice that my hair is tied. The reason why this is happening is because I'm going into the labs, and if you have your hair like down, apparently it's not part of protocol. And it makes sense, because if you were going to use like something like a Bunsen burner, although I'm not using Bunsen burners, it could be like, you know, flammable and stuff, so we don't need that. So hair tied and ready to go. So I wanted to show you all the notes that I wrote today in the first lecture I had. So basically it was based on the inflammation case study that we're going to have in the next few weeks. So we have a lab first, and I think that's actually, yeah, that's not going to be this week, but rather next week. And so we have to understand about the histology, meaning like the tissues and their formations and how we can investigate them. So we were given a few examples, and so you can see literally this is how my mind works anyway. So you can see it off charge and realised that my charger hadn't been plugged in. And this is the one lecture hall where there isn't a plug. Like the plugs are old plugs because we're apparently in the 13th century here in Oxford. So just as much, because it's she's one of those lecturers that has so much. My lovelies. Well, I'm back from lectures. It is quite late now. It's like 10:55. I would have vlogged after I finished my labs, but I was so tired. I just needed to get home, man. So I finished my lab, and then I wandered into the library. I ended up seeing 2 people I knew, and we just started going through stuff, talking about random things. You know, it was nice. Then I got home, pajamas, and all that jazz. And then I was like, you know what, it's time to peace out. I talked to my family, my mum, my sister, my dad, and then I basically just did some literature review work actually, which was quite good. I'm very happy with that. Got something like 968 words, give or take, which is great, you know? It's like getting somewhere with it. I'm so grateful to God for everything today. He truly just gives me the strength, you know, to keep going. So I think I'm gonna go to bed in a few minutes, probably watch a little bit more of Grace Fit because her videos are quite good. So probably do that, or I could watch a bit of Chicago Med. I'm not finished House yet, if you're wondering, because I know I told you in the last vlog I was watching House and I stopped around season 6. Not that I wanted to stop, I just knew that if I didn't stop I would just watch everything and binge watch it. So we'll get back to it. At least with Chicago Med, there's only a few episodes left. I think I got through like 5 of them already. Don't judge me. Just don't. Okay, I know you're judging me. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. But you know, it's a medical show. I like medical shows. They're always fun to watch. So yeah. See you guys in the morning. So I have course rep training today. Technically I have a day off for uni, but I am going to Grand Parade campus today so I can train people to be course reps. So we're gonna head off to that right now. It's currently 4:15, but I need to be there for 5, so I forgot to mention something. I really do like being a course rep trainer. It's just nice to help people and help them get on their own 2 feet, you know, give that little bit of guidance, trying to show them, you know, a little bit about being a course rep, and actually, you know, give them the inspiration to actually work towards doing a good job, because I'm sure all of them all did it because they wanted to help. So it's really nice to see people volunteering and being elected and, you know, taking the initiative to learn more about being the course rep, you know, and get a few ideas. So walk my way. I am back from the course of training that I was doing today. But apparently what happened was I was assigned to the evening session, but then I found out there was another course of trainer there, and apparently the message just didn't get across to the other student voice manager, because there's two of them. I'm calling them managers. I'm not so sure if they're what the official title is for both of them, but apparently one had signed me on and the other one didn't know I was on, but I still got to work, but I just did a different role for the training session. So I was a course rep trainer doing different pairs of slides that I usually do, but it was good to put me into a new environment, or at least a new situation where I was able to look at the slides very quickly and just run with it. I thought it was really awesome to do. So you probably have seen like the videos beforehand of like the journey to getting to Grand Parade, which is a different campus. So Brighton, excuse me, but I'm talking really loud because it's quite late at night. It's like 15 minutes, so on. But anyway, so basically there are different campuses on Brighton University. So I'm usually usually there's a number of campuses. So Grand Parade campus, Muscombe campus, Falmer campus. Then you have a campus in Eastbourne, which is a bit further away, but that's usually more like sports courses that are usually there, or like I think something like event management is in Eastbourne. But it's quite cool that they have different campuses and each one is kind of like dedicated to its own thing. So I went to the Grand Parade campus, which is where mostly all the art courses are. So that's like illustration, fine art. I heard something like music, something to do with music technology, but it was so cool. I'd never heard of it, like a course like that before. It was really awesome to hear from like the different students there talking about the specific courses that they did, and also why they wanted to be course reps, because you know, I think the consensus is that they wanted to help people, and they either volunteered or were elected or were recommended, but they really took the initiative to come along today. So I was very happy to see that, and you know, give my little input to help people out, you know, because I've done it for so long myself, so it was cool. So I've been doing a bit of work on the immunology work that I have for the exam this week on Friday, very early in the morning. So it kind of been, I have to do something. So I did a little bit before I went to the course rep training where I was training people, and then I started doing some of it now. But then of course there was a show I found that was quite interesting, and sometimes you just have to take a break. I am watching this show called God Friended Me. I think it's actually a really cool concept. Like, what would happen if a person who didn't really like have any, well, not necessarily that they didn't have a connection with God, because they did. Their father is apparently a reverend, but they haven't really been inquisitive about their faith or anything. So it was really cool to see the idea of social media and how that could be intertwined into a new concept for a TV show, which I think is really interesting. You know, kind of makes it more relevant in a sense. But I think I've watched like maybe like 2 episodes now, and I think it's really good, and I can see why it got picked up for like a full season. It's very decent. But I'll show you like what I have for that immunology paper, just show you a little bit of what I've been doing. You really see all the scribbles on my page. It's color coded and everything. Now I just hope, I pray to God it'll be fine. This is what I'm watching, the God Friend in Me show. So at the moment I'm watching, well, he's not one of the main characters, but he's part of the story, and I think it's really cool. And I saw that Violet Bean is in it, which she was the person who played basically Jesse Quick, yes, on The Flash, and The Flash is like my favorite show ever. So it's really cool to see her on that show. So I'm gonna do a little bit more of this, and then I will go to bed because, man, it's getting late. Look at the times. Like, see, it's like almost 10 minutes to 1. I've got to start going to bed earlier. But anyway, I'm gonna go to bed in a few, and I will see you guys in the morning. Okay. Hello. It is Wednesday. Sorry, I've been at this for a long time. Okay, I've been doing a lot of work today. So anyway, I am doing work on interleukin 7, the IL-7. You know that paper I was talking about for that exam that I've been talking about for the past like 2 vlogs. Yeah. So that's what I've been working on. I went through the paper again, making sure I fully understood it, or at least knew exactly where to look for certain things. So I'd be able to be like, you know what? I know where to find this. I know where to look for this. I know at least what I could say for this, which would be nice, you know? So I've been doing that, and then, yeah, I showed you these things, like, so you can see the amount of notes I've been writing. Notes don't necessarily correlate to how much you understand, but notes do help. Yeah, so I've been doing that, and I've been watching this person. He's called Ace. I don't know if you guys have seen him. He's quite fun. He's got 18,000 subscribers. His videos are very funny. So I don't know if you can hear that sound in the background. That sounds like a, I don't know if it sounds like a blow dryer, hair dryer, something like that. Anyway, let me show you why. The noise. It is an air fryer. I call it an air fryer. It's called an air fryer, and basically it is a healthy alternative to frying things, which I really like because I don't have to use anything like oil or anything. This isn't a promo, just so you know. No ad, nothing. It's just me really liking this. So I'm making some chippies and chicken nuggets. Guys, so it is quite late at night right now. It's about like 9:14. Not as late as the other day, but anyway, I'm talking really low because apparently there is some sort of thing going on downstairs. Basically, what happened is one of my housemates invited some friends over for festivities, I should call it, before they went out tonight. So I'm continuing with my work, but I did like talk to my other housemates today, and they were doing some overhaul, tidying up type thing, and they were also like deciding what they wanted to keep, and what they wanted to sell, and what they wanted to give away. So it was quite cool looking at what they were doing. No more than that, really. I'm still in the onesie. You know, it's gonna happen. Onesie just make me comfortable, because they do. And then I'm still doing some work. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm doing that now. I came back to it after a little break. And then I'm watching this as well. But I did pause it so I could really understand this, and then I'll go back to it in a minute. I'll show you what it is. I think I keep showing you different YouTubers, but here's another one. Her name is Selena Oze. And she's got like, I think it's a 9.3, yeah, followers. I saw like bits and pieces of her videos randomly, but I think just recently I've gotten into her stuff again, like properly. So yeah, she's quite cool. She's at a different uni to me. I don't know what the uni is again, fun, but she has good videos, so there. So tomorrow I have 2 lectures. So I have one lecture in the morning around 11, and it is going to be a lecture based on the dissertation stuff that we're doing. So right now we're doing literature review stuff, and that's due next week, so people are able to ask questions about the literature review in this session, which is helpful. I think it's just really nice that they give us like what do I call it, aid and help with our studies, because they understand that we haven't really done things like this before. We've done coursework, but I guess it's on a larger scale now, because we never used to have anything that was bigger than 1,000, 2,000 words. But now we've got an essay that is basically based on the background information of what we're going to be doing our experiments on, and it's 4,000 words, which is possible and it's doable, because right now I have gotten to 900 and, was it 36 or 963? Excuse me, somewhere around that is where I stopped so far. I will get I'll get it done before the time. Anyway, my laptop light just went off, that's why it looks really dark. I would have had better lighting, but I don't want it to be too bright right now. But either way, so that's what I have. And then I have blood sciences. I don't know, I think it's going to like lay the foundations for learning about blood transfusions. So basically understanding the different antigens that are placed on the red blood cell and how you want them to be compatible. So like if O neg doesn't have any antigens on its surface, O positive has its own antigen on the surface, but it can receive O neg blood too, but they count like the O group as a universal donor. So it's really cool to like learn all about that in particular. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. So I probably might have to print out a number of notes again, because I saw on Student Central, that's the place where we get all of our information about our courses. There were a lot of them uploaded, like a lot of supplementary reading and stuff uploaded, but I didn't get around to reading them because, well, right now I'm trying to focus on this thing that I'm having the exam for. But I will print them out tomorrow, and then I won't finish my lectures until about 3. So I was supposed to meet up with some people anyway to go through this, but to ask a few questions. You know, it's always nice to help one another. We'll see if that still goes ahead either way, but at least we're getting things done. We'll get there. Once this exam is over, I can just focus on the literature review firsthand, straight ahead, which would be great. So I'm going to continue with my work before I go to bed. So I'll see you guys. Morning everyone, it is Friday and I have an exam to go to, so I'm starting at 9 in the morning and then I'll finish at 11, so wish me good luck. Got his own ink, all in control. Okay. Hey guys, so I finished my clinical immunology exam, which is great. I did all the lab work that I was meant to do for tissue culture training, and then I got to spend the rest of my evening kind of unwinding down a little bit. But right now it's like 8 in the evening, and guess what? I got a new chair. Now the reason why is because my chair that I had was quite old, and I was very happy when the landlord changed my chair, so they just got me a new one, so from Argos. So now I can replace this chair. I'll show you what it looked like, because it's basically kind of broken in the corners. If I actually pull this, to see, comes right out. So yeah, so this one to this one. So now I have a new chair that I can use, which is great, and it's light, so it can slightly match my desk with my books. You can see my books over there in the corner. These, yes, there's quite a number of them, but anyway, so that's where the chair will go, which I'm happy about. Pretty much I'm very happy with that now, so I can complete that. I am gonna continue watching House. I finally got back into House again. I'll give myself a day. I'll watch House again, which is good. Season 6, we're getting there. We will get to, I think, season 8, but we'll get there in time. Awesome. I'm gonna open it now. I've got my scissors here. So I've taken it out of the packaging plastic thing. Yeah, there it is on the floor. So I'm going to open it, or at least like unfold it. Yeah, it's sat on the chair now. It's actually really nice. So yeah, now I can put it back to where it belongs. Ta-da! Oh, and it matches my table. That's good. Great. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I realized I didn't end the video, so I'm gonna end it now. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe, you know, put that post notifications there so when I do upload anything that you can see it. And you guys have a lovely rest of the day. So I'll see you soon with the next vlog. Things that scare me, I should just walk away, but I can't move my feet the more that I